Hello and welcome to ONTV News. I'm your host, Ian Witherspoon. On Monday, May 26, Lake Orion residents came out for multiple Memorial Day ceremonies to honor and remember those who have died in active military service. The day began at Children's Park in downtown Lake Orion with the wreath ceremony. Veterans of U.S. military threw a ceremonial wreath into Paint Creek to honor those who lost their lives at sea.
Ready? Aim. Fire. Ready? Aim. Fire. Ready? Aim. Fire.
The wreath ceremony was followed by the annual Memorial Day parade in downtown. Residents lined the streets as veterans and community groups passed by, including Lake Orion Cub Scouts Pack 233 and the Lake Orion Marching Band. The day ended at the Lake Orion Veterans Memorial, where Dr. Joseph Mastro Mateo led a ceremony for those who have fallen in combat. Speakers included veterans from various branches of the military, and Danielle Clark sang a rendition of America the Beautiful. The Veterans Memorial is still looking for donations. Visit their website at orionveteransmemorial.com for more info. Orion Township offers many free programs and events throughout the year, but these events wouldn't be free if it wasn't for the occasional fundraiser. One such fundraiser recently took place that allowed participants to enjoy a beautiful spring day on the Pollyant Trail. On Sunday, May 18th, approximately 200 runners and walkers assembled at the Orion Center for the start of the 18th Annual Dragon Dash. About 120 participants pre-registered, with another 80 signing up that morning. The course was originally supposed to take runners and walkers along the safety path on Joslin Road, but unforeseen circumstances called for last-minute changes.
They, and I don't know who they is, can leave that generic, they started a construction project on what was planned to be the course. They tore up the safety path, they tore up some of the intersections into the safety path area, which means we needed to search for a new course. So we came up with a B plan, and it's a fabulous course. We're running south down the Pollyant Trail, looping around the township offices, and then coming back to the Orion Center. It's a fabulous course.
The top 3 finishers in each age bracket received a Dragon Dash backpack. Finishing first overall was 53-year-old Steve Schmidt of Orion Township with a time of 19 minutes and 13 seconds.
What do you think of the race today, the course?
Oh, it's awesome. I like it better going through the trail. It's just nice, scenic little course, so enjoyed it.
Terrific. Is this just one of many races you run throughout the year?
I'm training for the Chicago Marathon, so I'm trying to do some faster races, and it was perfect location a couple miles from home, so it was nice to get out today.
When you're crossing the finish line and there's nobody around you, what's going through your mind?
I just was thinking it's been a long time since I finished first in a race, so.
Good job.
The first female runner to cross the finish line was 14-year-old Alexandra Gladding of Clarkson with a time of 23 minutes 45 seconds.
Well, I run cross country in high school, and so I wanted to start doing 5Ks before the season starts.
Terrific. What did you think of today's race, course, conditions?
The weather was perfect for running, and the course was pretty flat. It's pretty nice.
This is a fundraiser. It does assist with our other events that we don't charge for, like the concerts in the parks and some of those events like that. So what does it cost? It costs on race day, it costs $15 to run. If you're a student, we discount it. It's only $10 for students.
I gotta say, this is a really great opportunity to show off the Orion Center. I think this worked out.
Oh, it is. It worked out fabulous. I couldn't, like you said, things happen for a reason, and here we are with the start and finish line underneath the Orion Center. It's perfect. Couldn't ask for better.
Next up on Orion Township's calendar of events is the Run Wild for Wildwood event on June 17th. The 1.5-mile run will take participants on the Pollyant Trail and will begin and end at the Wildwood Amphitheater. Participants can stick around to enjoy a performance by the North Oakland Concert Band to kick off the 2014 season. Cost is $23 and includes a t-shirt. All proceeds from Run Wild will directly benefit Wildwood and the concert series. Visit oriontownship.org for more information. Throughout the year, Orion Center hosts numerous events that benefit members of the community. Recently, the center hosted an expo that was geared toward the senior citizens that frequently pass through its doors. On Wednesday, May 21st, the Orion Center hosted its 7th annual Caregivers and Senior Expo. More than 40 vendors were set up in the center's banquet room offering information ranging from health and wellness to housing for retirees.
You know what? We have these vendors here for our seniors to make their life easier. There's a multitude of different things you can go to. Maybe things in your bathroom that a contractor will give you a 20% discount on, that nobody else will do that for our seniors. So the people we've invited in are to make their life easier.
Greeting visitors in the center's lobby were representatives of Lake Orion's VFW Post 334. Post Commander Jim Hubbard talked about the organization's efforts in the community.
We just had our poppies. We were out on the streets for 3 days. All the poppy sales were, the money is brought together and counted at the post, and then we give everybody that's in need, disabled veterans that need anything. We use that money to help support them. Veterans that can't afford their drugs or medications, we do that. We take veterans, disabled veterans and stuff to the hospitals, both Ann Arbor and Detroit. We have a busy post. The Post 334 is a very busy post.
The expo gave representatives of Beaumont Health System an opportunity to inform visitors about their permanent presence at the Orion Center. Beaumont Wellness Liaison Stephanie LeBeau will be stationed at the center 3 days a week.
Every Tuesday from 11 to 1 p.m. I'm downstairs in the Wellness Center doing blood pressure screenings. We give you a card so we can kind of track it and keep a file of where you're at. So, you know, each week we know where you're at so we can notice a change, or if you need to go get checked or something like that. And it just happens to be during bingo.
Beaumont will be offering a Senior Health Work series at the Orion Center the third Thursday of every month. Coming up in June, the topic will be herbal interactions with medication. And in July, speakers will address heat and sun safety. For more information, call the Orion Center's Anna Marie Steuben at 248-391-0304, extension 301. With blockbuster superhero movies doing big business, comic books have never been bigger. And that was evident at this year's Motor City Comic-Con. Matt Kelly reports from the event in Novi, which celebrated its 25th anniversary.
Why so serious? 40,000 fans of comics, movies, and television passed through the doors of the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi over a 3-day period. Celebrating its 25th anniversary, the Comic-Con was bigger and better than ever, expanding its square footage and offering more parking to handle its legions of visitors. The con has come a long way since its humble origins in 1989.
It started off in an old roller rink in Dearborn 25 years ago with 2,000 attendees and a couple hundred creators and exhibitors. And today we have over 32,000 attendees, although I don't have the numbers yet, and over 400 exhibitors, including celebrities, exhibitors, dealers, comic book dealers, and comic creators.
There was something for everyone, with all facets of pop culture represented. I talked to a couple of vendors about the Comic-Con experience.
I love dealer setup day because that's the time that we can look around, you know, because other than that, you know, 7-8 hours goes by very, very quickly. You don't get that time during the day.
Other than taking a break in the lunchroom, you don't get a chance to meet any of the celebs, anything like that at all.
We don't even take a break for lunch. You
Oh
know,
my
the
gosh.
cooler's right there. The break that I get is the 4 or 5 trips to the bathroom is different scenery,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Wow.
Because you've got to keep your eyes out. No, you know, number one, I'm here to sell. So if I'm not here, anyone that's working with me doesn't know the stock like I do. So I have to be here if I want to sell.
Yeah.
There's no breaks.
And now, where are you located at?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Wow, so you came a long ways for this.
Yes.
How many Comic Cons do you do a year?
About 15 to 20.
Oh my
And this is the first time we've been in Detroit.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was going to ask if you had been up here to ours before.
Nope.
So, how you like this one so far?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice people, you know.
Well, I know
busy.
we had some good traffic yesterday. It's going to be really busy today.
Oh, I know.
for
We
you.
pulled in and saw the lines outside. It's just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
So what's hot this year?
It's Doctor Who. Doctor Who is usually hot every year. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, Doctor Who's the big thing, and then comes, you know, then you have your Star Trek and your, you know, but of course DC Marvel, that sells everywhere.
Motor City Comic Con, we've been away for a little bit. We've been out across America doing a variety of shows, but we're back. I think it was about 5 years since we were here again, and it's about quadrupled in size. We are really impressed with the turnout.
Other than Halloween, Comic Con is the one time of the year when normal people can dress up as their favorite character from film, television, or comics. They call it cosplay, and the costumes get more and more impressive every year.
Get my good side.
Well, I am a big fan of most nerdy things. Batman is a huge pull, so it's really nice to come out and just support all of the artists and the people who really do the work that gives us so much enjoyment. And really just, you know, this is kind of our culture, you know, the nerdy culture, so it's really nice to actually be able to just come to something that's all about that.
I got immediately, because I've always loved Batgirl because I have the red hair, I got the Yvonne Craig Batgirl outfit, and so I was able to just basically buy this, and then the only thing I had to add to it was the boots. The boots were very hard to find. I had to find those online, but basically it came together very easily because it's a pretty well-made costume. My friend Andrea is here as Catwoman. That's who I'm looking for right now, and then my friend Don is Batman, so we're all a set from that same Adam West series.
How long did it take you to do all this?
The guy Tim who created it, he has a booth back there. It took him about 4.5 hours, and it takes about a half hour for me to get into it.
Wow. Hopefully nobody's come up and tried to pop any of these yet, have they?
No, not at all. Every
good.
once in a while you get one that'll pop, but since,
Yeah.
you know, he's here, he just patches me up and I go back out and have some fun.
Hey everybody, got a great celebrity sighting here. I'm here with Chewbacca. Hey Chewie, how's it going? Oh, fantastic. Hey, you're really looking forward to this new movie that you guys are making, right? And what's it like working with Harrison Ford? One of the biggest draws of the Comic Con is the multitude of celebrities who meet and greet their fans. Among those we spotted over the weekend were Christopher Sarandon from Fright Night and Princess Bride, the bionic duo of Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner, and Scott Wilson, better known as the dear departed Dr. Herschel Green from The Walking Dead. And last but not least, Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner.
I just want everyone to have a good time and have fun. And Comic-Con is a melting pot of everything. We're a little bit of everything, every genre, and where we can all come together. And I just, you know, people seem to really have a good time, most people, so that is my only hope, to make sure everybody's happy.
Well, there you have it, the 25th annual Motor City Comic Con, bigger and better than ever. Who knows what we've got in store for the 26th year next year, but we hope to see you here. In the meantime, I'm Mac Kelly, reporting live from the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi for ONTV News.
When a new business joins the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce, one of the perks the Chamber offers is the ribbon cutting ceremony. Recently, the Chamber hosted 2 ceremonies within minutes of each other. Luckily, the 2 new businesses share the same building on M24. On Thursday, May 22nd, representatives of the Chamber of Commerce arrived at the building formerly occupied by Blockbuster Video. The video store may have closed earlier this year, but the building didn't stay vacant for long. Art Van Furniture opened a Pure Sleep store on the location, one of 45 stores that can be found in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Chicago.
We pride ourselves on not selling mattresses, but we sell sleep. So we have a diagnostic machine that is really a game changer for us and for the guests, because they lay down. This diagnostic machine takes calculations of their body, you know, their weight, where the pressure is, and then it will recommend different mattresses for them. And then the sales associate our sleep experts will take them through a series of beds that they'll test, and then until they land on one that they feel most comfortable with. But it's the science of the diagnostic machine that gives them the direction to the beds that they end up with.
The store offers what they call the complete package, which includes a mattress, pillows, and protector. Chamber members gathered in front of the store to welcome the new business to Lake Orion.
2, 1.
We're delighted to be here in Lake Orion, and for the Chamber to be here is just another exclamation point on the day for us.
Chamber members didn't have to travel far for the next ribbon cutting. Jersey Mike's Subs is located just a few steps away from Pure Sleep. Founded in 1956 in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, the franchise now has 10 locations in Michigan and 1,000 locations across the country. The Lake Orion restaurant actually opened its doors in March. At that time, a special promotion resulted in long lines and great word of mouth.
When we do our grand openings here, we pick local charities. So we partnered with Oxford High School and Oxford and Orion Fish, the food pantry. So we went out into the local community and brought people in by offering free sandwiches with a $1 donation to their chosen charity. So we were expecting a great opening, and we got it.
Since opening its doors, Jersey Mike's has quickly become part of the community. Taking part in the Chamber's Business Expo on May 8th, the Chamber officially welcomed the restaurant on May 22nd with the grand opening ceremony. In addition to ribbon cutting ceremonies, the Orion Area Chamber hosts monthly luncheons and networking opportunities throughout the year. For more information, call 248-693-6300 or visit orionareachamber.com. For more than a decade, students from Scripps Middle School have been monitoring the health of Paint Creek. The results help determine the quality of the environment in Lake Orion. On Wednesday, May 21st, approximately 100 8th graders from Scripps arrived at the Orion Art Center to conduct a series of tests on Paint Creek. Representatives of GM Orion Assembly Plant were on hand to help run tests and oversee several different stations.
The first station the kids do is a chemical test, and this is real science that the Clinton River Watershed Council will use in their annual report. So they test for nitrates and phosphates, they test the turbidity, the temperature of the water, looking for any signs of pollution. Another important test is we look at the bugs, the benthic macroinvertebrates, and the kids get into this and picking and trying to identify all the different bugs because those can help us indicate whether the river has pollution or not. We do study the land use, so the students will look at are there parking lots nearby, is there industry that might be contributing to the health or unhealthiness of the river, golf courses, residents, and things like that, construction sites. So they'll be analyzing the nearby area and seeing what might be impacting the stream.
This is the 12th year students have been performing the tests on Paint Creek, and the results are given to the Clinton River Watershed Council, who includes the findings in their annual report to the state.
A noticeable change is the zebra mussels. 11 years ago we didn't have zebra mussels in Paint Creek, and now most years we find them on the rocks. Oh, wow. So that's been a significant change.
The students were invited to visit the Orion Art Center, which happens to have its Recreate Recycled Art show on display. The students were invited to create artwork using recycled materials.
Well, at this time of year, we have the Recycled Art Show going on inside the Art Center. We're one of the stations that they are able to go to. Outside, they are testing the health of the Paint Creek. They're using science, they're using math, they're using methodology. Then they're able to go inside and also see the flip side of environmental health, and to be able to look at the Recycled Art Show and see things that might have been thrown away that have been turned into art. So, and they're also able to go upstairs and make their own art. We have a lot of items that have been, that could have been thrown away, items from the auto companies that perhaps were used to make insulation for cars that are now scrap, and tubes and all types of things that they can use their imagination to make their own recycled art. it's wonderful for these students to be able to come here and use both sides of their brain, so to speak. I mean, outside they're using the science, and inside they're using the art, but the message is a healthy environment. So it's great to have them out here.
Michigan Basset Rescue was founded in 1992. Headquartered in Waterford, the nonprofit organization has a single goal in mind: to find homes for basset hounds in need of a loving family. Recently, the organization held its largest fundraiser of the year, and ONTV's Joe Johnson was at the event.
On Sunday, May 18th, more than 200 Basset Hounds and their loved ones gathered on the grounds of Canterbury Village for the Great American Basset Waddle. Things actually kicked off the previous Thursday with a dinner, and out-of-towners were welcomed on Friday with a dinner, and an auction took place as well. On Saturday, the Basset Hounds were allowed to roam free at the Orion Oaks Dog Park, and the event culminated with a parade throughout the grounds of Canterbury Village. Money raised during the event helps Michigan Basset Rescue with their expenses.
We raise all the money goes to rescue Basset Hounds. Every breed does have a rescue. We choose Basset Hounds, and it just grows every year, and it's awesome. It just helps the vet bills. Our vet bills run around $50,000 a year, so we need to rescue.
This year's event had a Flintstones theme, with participants dressed as characters from the cartoon. There was even a costume contest, which was won by Joseph Ventimiglio and his dog Messerschmitt, who dressed up as the Great Gazoo. So how does it feel to take first prize?
About time. I mean, it's 3 years in a row. I didn't place the first year. Last year was second, and I got robbed. And I got it this year. Absolutely.
What's your pooch's name?
Messerschmitt.
Messerschmitt, that's right.
Like the German airplane.
Yes. How many Basset Waddles is this for you?
This is 3 so far.
This is third Basset.
Yes.
All right. One couple from Taylor actually got engaged at the event.
I love it.
We love it.
Last year we weren't so experienced, and now this year we came with a big float and all in costume, and we're excited.
That's awesome. How many? Do you have one dog? Or
we have two.
Two dogs.
Oliver and Lucille.
Tell me about your dogs. Why do you dedicate so much time and love to them?
They're our babies.
All you gotta do is look at them.
They're cute.
Or children.
For now. Tell me what just took place moments ago.
She got engaged.
What to him?
What's your reaction to getting proposed to at the Basset Waddle?
It's exciting because this is the best place to do it, especially a day dedicated to our dogs that we love so much. I'll cry.
Okay, you said yes.
I did say yes.
Those in attendance represented 45 states, 6 Canadian provinces, and there was even a representative from Ireland. For more information about Michigan Basset Rescue, visit their website, michiganbassetrescue.org, or you can call President Melissa Fenchel at 248-623-1698. In Orion Township, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Let's get into the weekly sports roundup. Thursday, March 15th marked a new chapter for the Detroit Pistons as they held a press conference at the Palace of Auburn Hills introducing new head coach and president of basketball operations Stan Van Gundy. In his dual role, Van Gundy replaces a carousel of coaches and longtime president Joe Dumars, who after going to 6 straight Eastern Conference Finals and winning a championship in 2004, had struggled to put together a winning product. Van Gundy has been out of coaching since 2012 when he was relieved of his duties with the Orlando Magic. Team owner Tom Gores sees the hiring of Van Gundy as his most important decision since taking over the franchise in 2011.
This is the defining moment. It is the most important decision we have made as an organization. Not only did we hire a coach and president of basketball, we are resetting the culture of the franchise. I am convinced, and I'm so confident that this is going to work. We both have the passion for it. I know he's going to be as prepared as ever when it comes to any decisions we're making, whether it's on the floor or front office decisions. I'm sleeping better. I told you guys before, I do lose sleep at night worrying about this community and making sure it delivers for you guys, and I can tell you I'm sleeping better, you know, having Stan.
Van Gundy was being pursued by multiple teams, including playoff contenders the Golden State Warriors, but the dual coaching and executive role played a big part in his decision to come to Detroit.
There's really three things about this job that excited me. The first thing was the commitment of Tom and the ownership group. It was really evident when we first sat down. Tom's a Michigan guy. He takes this very personally. He really views the Pistons as a community asset and sees it as our responsibility to bring this organization back to prominence. And I was just impressed with their commitment, Tom and his partners. The second thing was, I think that the position gives us the chance to create the most unified organization in sports. That's what the dual role is all about. I came into the NBA in an organization like that in Miami with Pat Riley running it, and I think there's tremendous advantages there. And I think you will find as we go forward that ownership, front office, coaching staff, that everybody is on the same page. I should include Dennis and his group on the business side, that there's going to be great synergy here, that we're all working toward the same thing. And then finally, the Detroit Piston tradition. There are not many coaches that walk into their practice facility every day or walk into their arena every night and coach where there is multiple championship banners hanging and the retired numbers of 8 phenomenal winning players, a tremendous executive in Jack McCloskey and an owner in Bill Davidson, 10 retired people. I have tremendous respect for that legacy, and I intend to work as hard as I can every day to uphold the legacy that those people have created.
Van Gundy already faces his first hurdle as the Pistons' new head coach as they lost this year's first-round draft pick to the Charlotte Hornets, completing the terms of a 2012 trade. With the 2014 NBA playoffs well underway, we'll have to wait until late October to get our first glimpse of the new-look Pistons. On Monday, May 19th, the Davison Cardinals traveled to Lake Orion to take on the Lady Dragons varsity softball team in a non-league matchup. Davison came into the game struggling, losing both games of the doubleheader to Clarkston just a few days prior. Both teams got on the board early, scoring a run each in the first inning. Lake Orion jumped ahead in the second, scoring 3 runs off pitcher Mallory Marquardt. Davison bounced back in their half of the fourth inning after the Lake Orion Shelby Messiah allowed 4 runs, including 2 solo home runs. Davison took a 5-4 lead, but it wouldn't last long. Lake Orion's hitters bombed Davison in their half of the fourth inning, making solid contact with each at-bat, putting 7 more runs up on the board. They would add 2 more runs in the 5th inning, winning handily, 13-5. The Lady Dragons went on to win the OAA Red regular season title with a sweep of Troy on May 21st. They finished the season with a 24-6 record. Next up is Districts, where they will take on the Kettering Captains in the opening game. Congratulations on a great season, girls, and good luck in the postseason. Well, folks, that's it for this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Ian Witherspoon. Thanks for watching.